The most profitable remote jobs are often the ones that nobody actually talks about. They're not flashy, not creative, and honestly, very boring. But that's exactly why they pay so well, because most people skip on them. In today's video, I'll show you 5 remote jobs that pay between $25 and $60 an hour. This can be done part-time and don't require a degree. These are real, steady roles, not side hustles, and not get-rich-quick stuff. It's just a solid remote work that fits a flexible schedule. Hey, I'm Eggy, and in this channel, I guide you through the process of finding your remote jobs, earning extra part-time income, and also how you can manage your YouTube channel being a full-time worker. So I'll break down each job, the actual pay range from verified sources like Glassdoor and the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, and where to actually find these listings. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first one on this list is high-value virtual assistant. Think of this like an online executive assistant, but for entrepreneurs and small business owners. You're not doing random or busy work. You're actually handling the core stuff that keeps their business running. That could mean a lot of things like managing their inbox, booking meetings, organizing files, or doing quick research before the call. And here's why it pays so well. Time is actually of the essence for this client. If you save them 2 hours a day, that's worth a lot more than $20 an hour. And that's why experienced virtual assistant can charge between $25 and $50 an hour. And this is according to Glassdoor and Upwork 2025 freelance rates report. And you might start to wonder, hey, I want to get in this job, and where to apply them? Well, you can try them in platforms like DelaySolution.com, which specializes in high-end executive virtual assistants. Or the second platform you can also try in TimeETC.com or etc.com, not quite sure what it is, but it's great for stable part-time assistant work. Or you're also free to try them out at Upwork.com. It's a great platform to start if you actually want to build your own client first. If you're just starting out, the work itself might seem a little bit tricky, but once you have a system for everything, it pretty is very straightforward. But it does require reliability and communication. You'll be managing tasks across time zones and helping busy entrepreneurs or people stay sane. So if you're naturally organized as a person and like being the calm in the chaos, this one is a great fit. My only tip here is most top earning virtual assistant actually niche down. For example, virtual assistant for real estate agents or YouTube creators. That small tweak to actually show them what you specializes in with all the experience that you've had with your previous clients will actually increase your rate. So remember that. Second on the list is content moderator, or you might call it search quality rater. Every major platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Google needs people to review what goes live. That's where content moderators and quality raters actually comes in. Your job is to actually look at posts, ads, or search results and rate whether they actually meet specific guidelines. Companies like TELUS International, Appen, and Remote Task hire thousands of people for these roles every year, and they pay typically between $20 and $35 an hour. And it varies. It's based on your project type and also your experience. And you can apply to this job in telusinternational.com/careers, which will give you tons of ongoing search evaluator and moderation contracts. Then you can also try Appen, which is great for flexible projects, great for short and daily shifts, so it does not tie you to anything. And lastly, you can try Remote Task because you'll find a lot of smaller gigs there to get started. It's very ideal if you're just starting out in this job role. And the pros is that you can do it from anywhere in the world and you don't actually need a customer service experience. You just need to focus and the ability to follow rules and guidelines closely. So if you're a detail-oriented person, this job is a great fit. However, it's not for everyone. You'll see a lot of repetitive content and sometimes things that are exactly not fun to look at. Still, for structured thinkers who likes process and routines, this is one of the simplest way to actually earn good money part-time. And my tip for you applying for this job is that the best moderators actually set a timer and work in short bursts. Let's say 3 45-minute sessions a day. It keeps your accuracy high and prevents small minor mistakes and eventually will avoid burnouts in the long run. This next one is the definition of quietly profitable, which is a remote bookkeeper. Every business, no matter whether it's big or small, needs someone to keep their books clean. And I'm not talking about the reading books. I'm talking about the accounting books. However, not every business can hire a full-time accountant because they can actually cost a lot. And that's where remote bookkeepers actually comes in. You'll be tracking transactions, reconciling accounts, and preparing simple financial reports. And thanks for the existence of softwares like QuickBooks and also Xero, you can manage everything online. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, bookkeepers make $40,000 to $70,000 in a year being full-time. But part-timers often earn between $25 to $45 an hour through freelancing or contact work. You can apply this job role in websites like QuickBooks Pro Advisor Program. They offer a free certification and also referrals. Or FlexJob is also a good alternative to apply there. They post verified part-time bookkeeping jobs. And also Upwork. And honestly, this platform is just an all-in-one platform. If you're just starting out, this is probably the safe zone to build your client and builds credibility and also trust for other clients to see your past portfolio working with other clients. And the best part about this job role is that once you learn the process, it's incredibly a steady work. And I see a lot of remote bookkeepers work with the same 3 or 4 clients for years. The challenge is accuracy. And I've seen firsthand how remote bookkeepers can actually get fired or replaced by misplacing a number, which can cause a lot of problems. Imagine adding that extra zero at the end. That could mean an example of $200 to $2,000. And that's a big gap. But if you're actually detail oriented, try this out. It's actually one of the most dependable ways for you to start actually earning money. My only recommendation for this job role is that if you're brand new, I highly suggest for you to take QuickBooks free course and offer one discounted client project. And that way they can actually see what you're capable of. You'll gain experience fast, and what matters here is that testimonials matters more than degree itself. So moving on, another boring remote job on this list is actually technical documentation writer. Now, this one is what I would call a hidden gem, and here's why, so you better listen up. Every company, especially in tech, has internal processes that needs explaining. Things like how to onboard a new client or how to update the website footer. You're not coding or designing. You're turning complexity into step-by-step guides. And according to Glassdoor's, the average freelance documentation writer earns between $30 to $35 per hour, especially in SaaS and IT companies. I've seen a lot of them pop up in LinkedIn jobs, so you can basically apply them. I want you to type in and search for documentation specialist or SOP writer. The next platform you can apply for is remote.co. They have like a frequent list of process documentation roles. And also We Work Remotely is another good option, and I will definitely recommend this one because it's tech heavy listings and most of the companies offer short-term contracts. And the beauty about this work is that it's independent and it's quiet. You can literally put a playlist and write. With AI technology popping here and there, you can quickly write an SOP, but try not to really rely on AI because a lot of this SOP that you need to write down the guidelines and also the process should be user-friendly for people to actually read them out. And one of the downside is that deadlines can get pretty intense here, so watch out for that. And feedback cycles from your clients can actually be quite very long, so you'll need to be patient. But hey, if you like writing clear, structured content, this is one of the most stable and high-paying freelance jobs out there. So what's my tip in this job role? role. And my only tip for this job role is that companies, they care less about degrees and more about examples. So if you actually want to hop into this job role, start writing one mock-up guide. For example, stuff like how to set up a Gmail filter. And you can use that as your portfolio sample. Moving on to the last but not the least, and this one is my favorite, is actually online language tutor. And this is for you if you actually speak a second language. Let me tell you this, online tutor is actually booming right now, especially for English, Spanish, and also Mandarin. You'll run 30 to 60 minutes lessons from students around the world. And they're usually focused on conversation or exam preparation. And platforms like Preply, VIP Kid, and italki lets you set your own schedule and also hourly rate. That's like amazing. According to Preply public tutor data, most teachers actually earn between $20 and $60 per hour, with the average around somewhere between $20 to $30 an hour. And yes, you can actually apply to preply.com/teach. And this is the platforms that is best for setting your own hourly rate. And VIP Kid actually is a platform that allows you to teach English to students across Asia with a high reliability. And italki is another platform that is suited for having a conversation with an adult trying to actually learn English or other secondary language. So you'll have a lot of conversational practice with them. This remote part-time job is actually great, and it might not be too boring, but the more you do it, the more it can actually get exhausting talking to a person and making sure that you're actually, a good conversational buddy. So if you like connecting with people and also a flexible working hours, this is the job for you. And you can teach from everywhere. Then this is also like one of those most famous remote jobs you can actually do while you're traveling. The only catch I have to say in this job is that bookings can actually fluctuate until you build a base of repeatable students. That means people coming on to you for their regular classes. But once you reach at the top, the schedule and income become very predictable. So my experience is that I've actually tutored somewhere in Cambly, but I think Cambly right now is not accepting applicants anymore. And the best thing that worked for me is that record a short, friendly intro video on your tutor profile. And trust me, it makes a massive difference, because the students or the adults that want to speak with you can actually see what you're like before meeting. They want someone approachable and someone that is welcoming and not too perfect. So don't worry, don't be insecure if your accent is not the best out there. They want someone that, open them with a warm hand and just talks to them like a normal person. So yes, there you have it. 5 flexible, high-paying remote jobs that don't even require a degree. Each one relies on consistency and reliability, and not much on credentials. Whether you prefer job roles that is much more structured like bookkeeping, independence like writing, or communication like tutoring, there's a job for everyone that fits here. I've linked all the job sites, certifications, and free resources down in the description below. And my advice before I wrap up this video is that don't try to be egoist and try all of them at once. Out of the 5 job roles that I've actually talked about, pick one that feels right for you. And I want you to spend the next 30 days just keep going at it, because if you're specialized in something, trust me, the rates on paper can actually increase massively when you've built your portfolio, credibility, and also trust. So comment below which of these 5 jobs you're actually going to start right now. And remember this, sometimes the most boring jobs can actually pay quietly for your freedom in the future. And that's it from me. I hope this video gives you tons of valuable information. If you guys like this video and want more of this, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And if you're still wondering or exploring options and want to find out which remote job fits your skills, check out my video right over here, which is the 15 best part-time work from home jobs for students, housewives, and professionals. That's it for me. I'm Eggy Steven, and see you guys in the next video. Peace. No.